2K25's DLC has finally been revealed, the whole season pass. Let's go right into it. If you get the Deadman edition or the Bloodline edition, you will get the season pass included. If you buy the standard edition, you gotta buy it extra. There are 5 packs that are gonna be releasing throughout the year. So the first one is the New Wave pack. It's coming out in May of 2025. We're getting Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, and a special celebrity guest to be announced. Great to have Motor City Machine Guns, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer. I think that's probably that. I was thinking they'd be in the game, and I'm glad that they are. They're brand new talents. It's going to be awesome to be able to play as them. For special celebrity stuff, I've glanced through this. I don't know how I feel this year about the DLC overall, but it's a wait and see kind of thing. But the special celebrity guests to be announced, I can see them doing something like I Show Speed, because he's been involved so much. Maybe they want to do Travis Scott. The thing I don't like about the first pack coming out, like, we don't even know who the fifth man brother, who that is. And the game is about to be released, and people are paying for the DLC already, and they pre-order it. And then their just stuff is still going to be announced. I don't think that that's quite right. The second pack is going to be called the Dunk and Destruction pack, coming out in June of 2025. You are going to get Abyss from TNA. That's awesome, but that's weird, random, but that's an amazing addition to the game. I guess to get that little bit of that TNA crossover there. The other one is going to be Great Khali. We haven't seen Great Khali in the game for years, so I'm glad that Khali's going to be back in. I know people are big fans of Khali. Maybe you're going to use him, maybe not. And then they have 3 NBA stars that are going to be announced for this pack in June. Yeah. No. Having NBA stars in my wrestling game, this feels a lot like the Pat McAfee pack. You're gonna put NBA guys in the game. I'm gonna assume now you're gonna put a basketball in there as a weapon, and we're supposed to ooh over it. That I think is bad. I don't like that. I think Abyss and Khali, that's awesome. Abyss is a big surprise. We're a wrestling community. Look, I'm a dumbass wearing a CM Punk shirt. We're a wrestling community. We like wrestling games. Why are there NBA players in the wrestling game? The next pack is going to be the Fearless pack, coming out in July of 2025. This pack, you're gonna get New Jack, ECW. That's cool. Jordan Grace. Love it. I hope that she's going to be in her Royal Rumble gear. Could see them doing like her NXT attire, but that's awesome because she came from TNA to WWE officially full time. So I'm glad that she made it in. Penta, that's perfect. I'm glad Penta had an amazing debut in WWE. I'm glad that he's making the cut. That's a huge win. I always want my rosters to be the most up-to-date as humanly possible. I'm glad that he made the cut. Penta being in there is a great addition. Bull Nakano is making it in too. Very famous All Japan Women's Champion. Very historical figure in wrestling. She feuded with Alundra Blaze in WWF in the 90s, I believe. So that's probably where that kind of matches up a little bit. And then they have special celebrity guests to be announced in this pack. We're getting celebrities every single which way. The Attitude Era Superstars pack, coming in September 2025. Now you're tickling me with the Attitude Era. All right, so we got D'Lo Brown. Love it. Bring a D'Lo Brown. You're looking at the real deal now. I love it. They're giving us Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. We're getting New Age Outlaws. This is amazing. Finally, we can recreate D-Generation X. 2K. Here's a big mystery question. Are we going to be able to do the full D-Generation X entrance? I said in one of my previous videos that we are getting DX theme song is in the game, Evolution's theme song is in the game. When I was going through everything though, I couldn't get the DX Titantron. It wasn't listed there. That leads me to believe that it's because they're going to be attached to the New Age Outlaws, and they're going to unlock when that comes available. Maybe it'll be there on release day. But I absolutely love that. Shout out to them in WWE for getting Billy Gunn in there. I love having Billy Gunn back in the game. It's been so long. We're also getting Victoria, which was all but confirmed, but I think Victoria being in there is fantastic. And Mark Henry. I suspected Mark Henry was going to be in as part of DLC. I really love that. We're going to be able to kind of recreate Nation of Domination now. So that is going to be a big win. We have those versions of The Rock that are in the game too. So I think that if we're going to get Nation theme and Nation motion, all of it, that's a huge win. Get World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry. Like, I love Mark Henry. Then they have the Saturday Night's Main Event pack, November 2025. Jesse Ventura, not a surprise. He's come back to WWE. He's working at Saturday Night's Main Event. so I wasn't surprised that he was there. I figured he might have been the pre-order bonus. Mr. Wonderful is going to be in there. Love that. Tito Santana, Junkyard Dog, and Sid Justice. Finally, Sid is in the game. That's a huge, huge win. This DLC is a bit of a mixed bag, I gotta tell you. Every name that is in here is a win in my eyes. I don't know about you. We all have favorite. Don't get me wrong. There's endless lists of WWE legends, NXT talent, people that we want in the game all the time. I get it. I want it too. The names that they have put in here, though, are absolute wins in my eyes. Our game is going to be fairly up to date with all the current talent. Everyone they've listed here for WWE superstars, I feel like it makes sense that they're DLC. Last year they put like Nia Jax in as DLC, and I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, she was in the game already. Sid Justice, like, that's just cool. Like, I'm happy about that one. So here's the thing. I'm not happy about all of the celebrity stuff. I know that is probably a deal between WWE and then 2K and WWE wanting that in the game. I don't know why. I don't know how that works. I don't know why those are the decisions that are made. Those are closed door meetings. It's a lot like the Pat McAfee pack where people were like, I want Pat in the game to play as him. Oh, but he needs all of his buddies. I don't get this. This is like, I'm excited for all the DLC names that are wrestlers because it's a wrestling game. Why are we putting in NBA stars into the wrestling game? It makes zero sense to me. Do we have, you guys play NBA, do we have WWE wrestlers in NBA 2K? Do we have that? I know there's crossover stuff all the time. We've seen WWE in Call of Duty. We've seen WWE like John Cena in Fortnite. Of course there's crossover stuff. But this is different. This takes away slots from actual wrestlers, legends, current talent like we could have had in the game. We could have had storylines as DLC, more weapons as DLC, more arenas as DLC. So I'll be very vocal and as polite as I can be. No, I don't think that this is great. I stick with my earlier point of you haven't even announced who the DLC, the special celebrities are going to be. Why not? Embargo dates, the fact that they haven't fully signed off yet. They're saving it to be a special thing. Okay, but people pre-order the game and they want to know what is going to be in the packs that they're paying for. And we're waiting just a couple of hours, days before the game is actually released. And we're not even disclosing what the extra content is going to be. A lot of TBD. I don't like that. The biggest hang up for me, everybody, is that you're gonna have 3 stars announced and added to a pack. So the second pack is only 2 wrestlers. This is amazing. That's really cool. Great Khali, that's awesome. But 3 of the slots are used for NBA. Who's playing the NBA players? Who amongst us is you're gonna do it once. It was the same thing with the Pat pack. You're gonna use these people like one time as jobbers and smash them, and then you're never gonna have them again. They're just gonna be slots in your roster. I think that is a huge disappointment. I think it's a waste of time. I think it's a waste of energy. I don't think it's useful for anybody. Your WWE audience, the 2K audience, they're passionate about the wrestling game and they want it to be the best thing that it can be. And they also drop a lot of money, their hard-earned money, into any version of the game. And when they're having to get the season pass, or excuse me, they want to get the season pass for themselves, they turn it on and they see that, well, wait a minute, 3 of the DLC pieces are going to be given to just a different genre entirely. And then we're also adding in to be announced special celebrities. Sometimes celebrities can be a fun thing, but who used Post Malone? Who's using that at all? I don't know why we can't just have wrestlers in the wrestling game. I don't know why companies always want to just try and shoehorn this stuff in and think that this is what the players want. To me, this is an example of not listening. When players are wanting to get the most value out of the game that they purchase every single year, they want to feel heard and that they're going to be getting some cool stuff. And the names that they have listed here for the wrestlers, they're awesome. I'm getting the Road Dogg Jesse James and I'm getting Badass Billy Gunn. All of the names that I see for wrestlers, I am super excited about. And you could have done even better and knocked it 10 out of 10 instead of having celebrities and NBA players taking up slots. These are probably like their marketing decisions to be able to show off. Look at all the cool celebrities and NBA stars. Like, what are you putting Michael Jordan in the game? Probably not. Putting LeBron in the game? Probably not. That wouldn't make any sense either. Like, you put celebrities in if they're part of WWE's universe, ecosystem. Travis Scott as the latest example. IShowSpeed. I never play as those people because it doesn't speak to me, and that's okay. Somebody would have a lot of fun if they could play IShowSpeed in a video game. That's great. He probably will be IShowSpeed because he was in the Prime Bottle gimmick with Logan Paul that one year at WrestleMania, and he's shown up since then. So it's very likely it's him. And that's cool. I don't have to play it, and I won't. But at least that name makes sense. At least that's a person that has been actively involved in WWE. Throwing NBA stars in there, like, I don't know, it makes as much sense as the Pat McAfee pack. Makes less sense to me, because at least Pat is affiliated with WWE. But that was a bad move, and I think this is a bad move too. But I love all the other DLC names. There's a lot to like in there. I hope that 2K will add in things like the additional weapons. They did that every year with the packs and the DLCs. That was a great addition. I hope that they would add in things like more arena parts, or more arenas as part of like bonus content to be able to flush it out. That second pack, I think that's not good. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Impressions of the DLC lineup. Who are you excited for? I got Julia in there. That's a good thing. See, there's always something positive at the end of the road. Have a great day. See ya.